Hey guys, this is like the 20th time I'm going to start this. I'm hitting the focus to try and get it to stay. Every time I'm moving my hands about, I can see it blurring out, and it's driving me insane. But in the spirit of their new deck that they've just launched on Kickstarter, I decided to do a flick through of this deck because I don't believe I've ever done a flick through of this deck. This is a deck by Phil and Jacqui Lovesey, and this one is called the White Hare Wisdom. Now, if you like the art style or the kind of themes of this deck, then you're going to love the other one. The other one, I believe, is a standard. This is a pocket one. The new one that's coming out is going to be, I think it's a standard tarot size or standard oracle. I think standard tarot, but it could be oracle, I'm not sure. Definitely go and have a look at that if you're interested. Now, when I got this, I got a load of goodies with it. I think if memory serves, I put everything away. If memory serves, I got, I think, a coaster with some artwork on it, and there was a few other bits in it. One of the other bits was this little bag to keep it in, and on this side it says Tillet, self-believe. Now, I think the new deck kind of stays, I think it's just got, the new one is just going to have keywords on it that are like self-belief and stuff like that, whereas this one's got the language of this deck on it as well, so it's a language that goes with the deck. So the Tillet means self-belief. It's a word for self-belief, and it's all explained through the book and everything, but it still has like the main meaning underneath. So it will have on each card like it'll have the word that's associated with the deck, or the word, and the actual keyword that it's representing down below. Some of them are quite obvious, some of them are not so much, some of them are a bit out there, but it's quite a fun little deck for that. Anyway, so I got this a good while ago. I got the little pouch with it. On this side of the pouch, it says Wander, and it's wand. So, it's quite self-explanatory. Now, when I got this deck, honestly, I nearly cried. Oh, I think I did cry. I'm having a flip through. Sorry, I keep bumping the table. I'm having a flip through. I'm having a nosy. I'm having a good time about it all. I was having a look at how it works and like the different setup of it. And then I don't know what I did. I think I had to go out to work, so I had to go out and do a call for work. And then I've come in, and I could hear my puppy nom nom nomming. And I'm like, what are you chewing? I'd heard him go chewing for ages, absolutely ages. And I'm like, what are you chewing? In the end, I get up to have a look, and he was chewing one of my cards. And I was absolutely devastated, absolutely devastated. So the card that he got hold of, it comes in this little tuck box. And it says, what is a splurger day? Does life need more extravagant? I can't even pronounce half of these words. God, I'm not even gonna try. When I'm reading out loud, I have a hard enough time getting the actual English proper words out. Never mind the new ones. Is this time you find yourself somewhere crumlish to humfluff? Humluff. Now, the guidebook does tell you like what these words are when they appear on the deck, and it explains to you how to pronounce them and everything like that. It's quite a funny deck for that fact, because it's like you're reading through it, you're like, what? Let Ursula Biffenhaven Stolves, White Hare Witch and Grand High Priestess of the League of Lid Curving Witchery be your guide as she imparts sacred wisdom from her homelands to help you connect with the spectacular world of nature and magic. Draw upon the ancient wisdom of white hare witches to discover the true magic that lies within you. I love it. So you get that on the box. So it's just a picture of the white hare. And you get quite a beefy little guidebook as well with this deck. We'll get to that in a minute. So let me tell you about the card that this was the card. So it was the Passions card. What a card to get chomped up. The Passions card, which is about kind of collections or having things that are sacred and keeping them safe. I just thought, oh God, I actually reached out and Jacqui got back to me. I reached out to her and I was like, oh, please, can you just tell me if you have any spare cards flying about? This has happened. My dog's got hold of it. This has happened. Is there any chance I could buy just a single card from you? And she was like, she reached back out to me. She was like, I got you. No issues, no problems. Don't worry about it. And then a few days later in the post, I received a envelope with a nice, beautiful card in. So a bit of artwork. She sent me an extra bit of artwork. With all my compliments, most magical rewards, Jacqui. So she sent me a brand new Passions card. So she sent me out the card to replace with an absolutely stunning little card. I have this up on my desk all the time, that card. I just thought it was amazing. But I'll keep this one just as I don't know, it's got some kind of value to me now. I absolutely, I keep it with the deck. So this deck, let me zoom in a bit. This deck actually has suits in it. So we have, let me move out a little bit. So we have fire, air, water, earth, spirit. Then we have witch. I think it's witch, and then the festivals. So we have different suits in it. So different, just to give you different energies, I'm assuming. I just kind of use it as I use it, really, to be honest with you. And I tend to pair this one up as well with me. I know it's not a white rabbit, it's a white hare, but I tend to pair it up with me Alice in Wonderland deck, or Alice in Tarotland deck. I tend to pair it up with that one, just because I think it plays nice with it. So we'll have a look through the cards. I will try. Hang on, let me get the book. It actually tells you how to pronounce them in the book. But I'm not going to be going in the order. I've got them all out of order, and I'm not going to faff around trying to get them back in order. So I'm hoping you can see these. So we've got Fat Slagger, which is passion. These are the fire cards, by the way. You've got 6 of each card, 6 of each suit, and then you've got 8 of the festivals. So, Force Vinny, judging the moment. Another fire card. We have Ildstead, which is hearth. Aren't they stunning? My dog's going to drive me insane now. Got a small, 1 minute. I've got a small ring, which is protection. I don't know why every time I record these, it's obviously, it's all little here, but when I'm looking at it on the actual phone, it looks dead dull, and I don't know whether it's my kind of eye protection setting that dulls it down on my screen. So I'm hoping you can see these and at least get an idea of the detail of them. They're absolutely stunning. Shundash. Dance. Let me see if I pronounce that one right. Shundash, yeah, got that one right. Clever old me. Jacqui, Courage, and then we're going to the air suit now. So it's Lid Gazing, which is stargazing. Naiman, New Moon. Vorviscu, Ancestral Wisdom. Orku, Bereave. I absolutely adore this card, like the tree just wailing in the wind. I think it's amazing. You need to go on to Etsy and have a look through all their art. Honest to God, they've got quite a few decks. This, I think, the ones that I tend to seem to see are the smaller type like this. They have had bigger versions of the decks. I think I've just missed out on them each time. But I've not been on the Etsy site. I've not been on Etsy for a while. But they are amazing. They've got quite a few decks now. They've got a few out. And as I say, the newer one is going to be a bigger deck, a slightly bigger deck. So it's either going to be standard tarot size or oracle size. You have to go and have a look. Rensung, which is cleansing, sorry. Nuggle, Curiosity. Then we're moving into Earth now. So they were air, this one's Earth. These cards, this little deck is that stunning. I would love this in a full-on oracle size, you know, like the massive cards that you get for oracle decks. I would happily have this in this kind of I'd have this deck in that style. It's linen. It's all hand painted. I think it's watercolors. All hand painted. It's on linen cardstock. It's actually really well. That's the back of the cards. I forgot to show you that. You've got your white hare and your cauldron. But it's linen cardstock. Very easy to shuffle. Very nice and slipper. So we're into Earth. Pavara. Pavara. I bet she laughs if she ever watches these walkthroughs at people. Try to get them out. Add colour. Chickles. Laughter. Humluff. Be still. Farger. Hidden. Oh, that dog's doing my nutting. Boris. Up for Strawn. Nurture. Grandad. Stay grounded. Staying grounded. Esther Garvin. Play. Oh, we're into these ones are the water now, and the water. So the fire's got like the little candles in the corner. The air has the little feathers in the corner. Earth has the green trees in the corner. So the green trees, because there is other trees through this. The bare trees with the moon phases. Oh, I'm right out of the thing. The bare trees with the moon phases is water. So we've got Scarlen, magical properties. And if you're catching wind of this manky top that I've got on, honestly, it's been through the wash and everything now, and because I've been doing cards and I've been having my hand kind of sat in ink, or leaning on ink pads and all that, it looks manky around the cuffs. It looks like I can't get it out. If anybody's got any suggestions on how you get that out. I've literally washed it like 3 times in a row and it doesn't look any cleaner. Scarlet, magical properties. Did I do that one? Bashaga, intuition. And if you think about it, the keywords actually go with the element as well when you think of water and intuition and stuff like that. So fluid, flow. Schlief, release. Sprelgade, ebb and flow. My brain was contemplating that for a few seconds. Oh, my brain doesn't like to work. So now we are into spirit, and spirit is with the like cauldrons on either side and like the plumes of either smoke or steam or magic, whatever it is coming up. So we've got magic. Lerfen, love. Merhaven, retreat. I'm having a little spa day. Verstalig, receive. Floodman, full moon. Upsvanna, meditate. And now we're into witches. I've got the broom at the side, the broomsticks. Zorkly, rise above. Fenshung, nourish. One day, wand. Shulig, ritual. Shirshling, keep your path clean. Tillit, self-belief. Lamas, harvest. So we're into the festivals now. And the festivals are the trees that have got like little flowers and I think the little birds and eggs and stuff in. We've got harvest. Lither, Basque. Ostara. I know these probably go in a specific order throughout the year. I didn't put them in order. So Ostara and incubation. Yule, return of light. Imbolc, stirring. Samhain, transformation. Mayborn, rest. And Beltane with offerings. So I'm really, you already know, I'm really bad at reading out loud anyway. But I'm going to try and get through this, and it does go into words that I might not be. If I pause, if you see me start stumbling, it's because my brain reads. This is why I trip up when I'm reading out loud. My brain's always reading a few steps ahead, and if I already know in advance that I don't know what the word is that's coming up, my brain just freezes. So we've got Flow. So it's a water card. So the book is a chunker. It's an absolute chunker. This is Phil and Jacqui on the back of the book there. And they have signed the book. Oh, fluffiness. That's out of the bag, that. So it tells you about like the different suits. Get a bit of an introduction. Your deck, the language. So it tells you like how they change words and what the words will be, so the language throughout it. So sastaculous, when something is quite wonderful or magnificent, and crumlush, an expression to describe things that bring great comfort and inner joy. So it does give you like a bit of a warning or a bit of a heads up about what the words mean and what they actually mean by that. So you're using your deck method, like what wisdom will support me today. So it's giving you questions that you can ask your deck. And then it goes into the cards, and here, this is like a little independent deck, this. But it's still got a colour card, which is pretty much, yeah, it's actually a little bit bigger than the actual card is for you to have a good look at and have a good read through. So if you wanted to go just take it to bed to read, then that's good. And it also gives you the pronunciation, so it gives you the word, the ancestral wisdom, this one, and then it gives you the pronunciation of it, and then you get a decent write up for each card. So you do that. So let's see, we're looking at water. Where are we? We wanted flow. So it's Fleda. It's pronounced Fleda. I sometimes find myself wondering why it is I can't get to where I feel I need to be. I had a direction, a definite ambition, yet now it seems my distraction is further than ever. At such times I remind myself of one of life's governing forces, Fleda, the flow of life. For however pressing I believe my needs are, I should probably have that where you can see it, shouldn't I? Where are we? Fleda often has its own very different way of dealing with them. I may wish to go straight to a resolution, but Fleda will have other ideas, sensing the true learning I can gain by taking me in a different, unexpected direction. At the time, it might make no sense. I might feel irritated at what I perceive to be a splurked lack of progress, drifting further from my goal. Yet here I have learned I am quite wrong. By trusting in Fleda to deliver me in another way entirely, I am able to truly appreciate the journey with a fresh understanding. Fleda only requires two things, and it will reward you greatly: trust and patience. By learning to trust in life's journey, you will encounter and be shown spectacular, magical things you might have otherwise missed. Being patient will bring many new experiences that rushing to a solution would miss. And best of all, Fleda doesn't require us to learn anything, simply to be in its own moment, enjoying the journey it has planned for you. To remind yourself, I often take to my shell boat and allow the current to set me on its path. each time the journey is different, full of its own memories and moments, as I see, sense and hear all the things that Fleda really wants me to notice. It's only then that I realise that whilst my journey is always my own, there is much I will miss by going against the flow. So you get, and a lot of these as well, I find that they actually put themselves into it. So in one of the cards, which was my favourite little card, or one of my other favourite, I've got quite a few favourite little cards, but it was the hidden one, and you know, they put in their own story, about how they've come to how this card's come to be, or what it reminds them of, and what it makes them pause to think and stuff like that. And I absolutely love it. So this is, if I can get it up, my White Hare Wisdom Oracle by Phil and Jacqui Lovesey. I absolutely love this deck. You get little treats with it as well. You can't go wrong, and I would definitely 100% go and have a nosy at their new Kickstarter campaign for the Magical Cottage, because it looks stunning. It looks stunning, and I can't wait. All right, thank you.